Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, you telling me back again for another one, bro? Hey, bro, I was just in Dan Potts's fucking in Dan Potts's chat, bruv. Oh my days, blood. Bruv, hey, listen. Hey, football's a weird place at the moment. Once we telling me, fam.
Bro, can you just do me a favor, bro? I want to share my screen and show you my side. I don't want to talk too much, just quickly. You know?
Hey, bro, if it's the Toby tick, I'm gonna fall off. I need to tell you.
No, it's not.
Nah,
No,
because
it's not.
bro, listen, I watched Tobe shouting on the roads yesterday.
On the mains.
On the mains. Bro, listen, I can't believe he didn't get arrested. I swear down, because bro, nah.
You
Bro,
see yesterday,
he lost it, bro.
bro.
I
see
didn't
yesterday,
use their mind like this, you know, like
bro,
that meltdown was generational, bro.
Generation, bro. It's gonna feed families. Like I promise you right now. I don't think, like, for those who caught Big Six Rants yesterday, bro, I don't think Ethan wants to speak to me anymore. I don't know. I can't tell you if he wants to speak to me no more, bro. Like, yeah. I don't think he like, and I know not for you lock into BSB in the evening show, innit?
I was there, bruv. I was there. Like I see what was going on there, bro. It's a bit mad, but
did you see this clip? This clip I'm about to share. This 1 minute.
Yeah, put that in there. Let's run that.
It's here, innit? You just gotta share it. It's there, innit?
Cool. Let's run that.
Just pre this. Yeah, by the way, for context, George is going mad trying to explain himself, and the man just thought, you know what? Let's just smoke this Tottenham pack.
Okay. Listen, still not enough.
That cocaine.
Still not enough. So as much as you sign the EZE and you can be happy about EZE, none of you here are going to sit there and say, I'm winning. None of you are going to sit there and say, I'm winning.
Okay, excuse me. Okay, so I love.
Hey, Monk, let me get some. Let me get that one.
Kids, let me hit it after. Let me hit it after. Yeah.
Rough.
Nah, that's nasty, bro.
I hook swing that one back. There you go, my brother. There you go, my brother. Take it back. You get me?
Hey, love.
Okay, so you need some of that. Don't give me rope, fam. Give me rope. Case
Bro, these rants.
You see that, bro? Who needs enemies, blood, when you got brethrens like that? You know, like that. It's crazy. Nah, that bro, that's some proper head loss, though. I can't lie. I haven't seen anger like this, bro. And you know what it was, yeah? You see when the EZE news broke yesterday, I think I just finished a stream, yeah? Maybe I just finished the stream and it was like 20 minutes later. These times, I'm eating my food, innit? And I'm zoning now. I'm tuning out of football. When I saw that, bro, I didn't know whether to laugh, cry, or what, blood. I was so confused. You know what was there? When I saw it, emotionally, I was so, bro, I didn't know how to. I was baffled. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not making sense. How have Spurs bottled 2 here we goes in one window?
Bro, it's not. Yeah, no, the chat is saying they want to show it because obviously Miles hopped in it. Filthy Miles. From Mileage, Miles. Miles jumped in the stream. Well, if anything, we'll show it at the end in it because there's another sequence to that when we do it at the end. It's just dark, bro. It's just dark. We'll show it at the end in it. But bro, all Tottenham fans, like I haven't felt sorry for a fan base in a while, you know, like generally because I hate everyone, innit? Boy to boy, Rants, I hate everyone, bro. Anyone who don't support Liverpool, I actually hate. Like I can love football, but I can hate fan bases, and that's what I am in it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I do what I do, to spread the hate and love my club. It's what we all do, innit? You know what I'm saying? But when you actually look at how this was orchestrated, bro, like you look at Caicedo, Lavia, Liverpool, you go, rah, that was peak. Even look at Zubamendi a year later to the day, by the way. But to be fair,
what happened to Liverpool, yeah? Like, but I can't lie, everyone laughed at Liverpool for that. I don't think anyone felt sorry for Liverpool.
No one felt sorry for us. I'm saying that's what I thought that was bad. But you know when it's literally like the guys over there across the road. Yeah. Like it's your biggest ops. Like the guys that you're sending for every day in every track. Yeah. Every track, there's a little diss in there. You like the hate is deep rooted. And the worst thing is, the fact that you've got guys like Fab saying Eberiche Eze's desires to go to Spurs. You're getting Ornstein bombs, Fab bombs, Paul O'Keefe, who's there.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, like if we're being honest, we all knew that Eze wanted to go to Arsenal, but Arsenal weren't in for him. You know them ones. It wasn't he wanted to go Spurs. It was he's gonna end up at Spurs. That's how I saw it. You know what I'm saying? And then the Arsenal thing.
Because he's 27, isn't it? He's 27 and he ain't.
We'll talk about the Eze and the Arsenal thing because that's the subplot. Do you know what I'm saying? The hijack thing. The reason why I found it so perplexing, but then I didn't find it perplexing was when I started to read the fuckery that Levy was on. Do you know what I mean? Trying to offer Richarlison and these other things. It's like, bro, just pay the money.
Yeah, 55 plus 5 and add-on, so it's only a 60 million package. When they wanted 68 was the release clause before.
Yeah, 68 was the release clause. A man were trying to offer players and do all these other things. So technically, when when Ornstein and these men said that there was an agreement in principle, that wasn't the case, bro. Because nothing was actually agreed. Because when I was reading into it, it wasn't agreed because they were still trying to offer players. Do you see what I'm saying? So it wasn't agreed, bro. So they lied. They misled us to believe that a deal was agreed. There was nothing agreed. Do you know what I'm saying? They were in the final stages of agreeing something, but it wasn't agreed. And this is what these men do. Do you know what I'm saying? Agreement in principle. That means you can have him if we get everything that we want to get. In principle don't mean that the deal's done. It doesn't mean that. Do you know what I'm saying? I can have an agreement with you in principle that you can buy my car. But if someone comes and offers more money, it's not your car no more. I'm selling it to the next brother.
But this is what we're saying about all these gentlemen's agreements and all these stuff. Like I said it with Isak and that. Any promises made that ain't in writing, bro, forget about it, man. Forget about it. Because it's just naivety. But even aside from that, like the way that Spurs, as you said, not just the way that they went about it, but when you read what Fab said, Eze is 27.
Yep.
He is this close to being Wolf Zaha. And that's not a diss because Wolf Zaha's baller in it. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Zaha should have been.
No, you're right though. You're right though.
Yeah, Zaha should have moved from Palace on 4 occasions. Probably 2 or 3, but I'm going to stretch it and say 4. Because realistically, after that,
and to Arsenal as well.
He had windows and windows and windows. And obviously the big one was the Pepe year where they got Pepe and I know Unai, his original choice was Zaha. That was the main moment.
It was.
And I think Zaha was 26.
Yeah, and Zaha wanted to go there as well, bruv.
Yeah, he was 26 at that time. Yeah. And there's an argument to say, was Zaha at that age better than this version of Eze? There's an argument.
Zaha was better. Yeah. Zaha was a better footballer for sure.
Yeah, like there was a good argument for that, for what Zaha was doing. But like again, when you get to that certain age, you just miss it. The train goes by.
No, you're right.
You top a man that everyone else wants. And as I said, Eze has no more time left. He had to move now. So Tottenham actually had the real shot at getting this over the line because anyone with champs football, probably bar Newcastle, Eze was going, bro.
One thing I would say is, I think that for his career, he made the wrong choice.
No, he should have probably been the face of Spurs rather than a smaller fish in a big pond.
Yeah,
Arsenal.
Absolutely.
But he probably believes in the weakness of their left-hand side.
I don't think he believes in any of that. I think Arsenal going to pay him more money. And he feels like he's got unfinished business at Arsenal because he was there before.
He does feel like he's got unfinished business.
We see it all the time with these youth players. They leave a club and they go back and they think it's going to be better and it never is.
Well, like Lukaku, yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Like everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Pogba. Like all these other guys, they leave the academy and they go back and they think that, next time round, I'm going to prove that you shouldn't have let me go. And then it just doesn't work out. Like, I'll be honest, like it just doesn't happen.
Spurs obviously, Spurs actually offered better personal terms for him as well. So that's how you know it's like it's one of them ones, in it, where it's a sentiment thing. It's a sentiment.
Yeah, it's a sentiment thing, bro.
Yeah,
it's a sentiment thing, bro. And most of the time, sentiment in life just doesn't work out. Yeah, I'll be honest, he just really doesn't.
Don't get me wrong, you ain't kicked the ball yet, and we'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, like
man said, Pogba wasn't proven, bro. Get out my chat. You know them ones there. Like man can compare Eze to Pogba, bro. Listen. Eze's a good footballer, bro. That's it.
Yeah, you ain't Pogba, bro. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here, man. You know them way there, bro. Like, this is a top set, blood. We don't need any of you fucking window lickers in the comments. You can fuck off, bro. I swear down. You lot can fuck right off. You know them way there. This is exactly what it is, bro.
No,
man. This ain't your class.
No, my thing. Yeah, I was saying that that with Eze, I just feel like with as I said, with his age and the circumstance, there's no chance that he was ever in the position of power in this deal. There was no. I don't care if he had 2 years left. He had no position of power. You're 27. If we decide not to buy you, you're stuck here. Respect.
Agreed.
You're playing Europa League. Your highest you're going to play is Europa League, maybe for the rest of your career. Unless there's a shock finish for the team that you're playing for outside the traditional top 6. And that's not a reflection on Eze's ability. It's a reflection of circumstance. You know what I'm saying? If Eze was 23, First of all, he'd be costing 90 million, and it wouldn't be even 68 would be you know what I'm saying? A disrespect. First, it would be costing more money. Yeah, but he's 27. Like people talk about Eze like he's 21, like he's Lingard, bro. And like you know how the people bro, they do the Lingard
because he's
thing.
at Palace, isn't it? It's because he's at Palace.
Lingard thing. It's call him man a hot prospect, the new prospect, the new kid on the block at 28, fam. Brother, he's a grown ass man, bro.
Yeah, but you know what it is? A lot of these men just don't know about Eze, bro. Like I've been rating Eze, for a very, very long time. You know what I'm saying? A very, very long time.
Very good player.
But the truth is, it's like everyone that signs for Arsenal is the best player in the world anyway. So it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? We already know that.
They were ready to call him. You see how I call him overrated. You know my. I think he's. I think he's a good player, but I think he's overrated. I think he's overrated. And
well, of course.
But they were ready to sit. They were ready to jump in the basket with me. The Arsenal fans were ready. They were ready to be like, Monts, nah, you're right. Man's over. If he put on that Tottenham jersey,
Richard said personally he's not better than Wanyeri. Bro, listen. I don't know if I'd go that far, but crazy. What I would say is, one, he's not a left winger, and that's where Arteta's going to use him. So you're not going to get the best out of him. That's for damn sure. Do you know what I'm saying? And we saw him play left wing for England, and he was rubbish. I'll be real, and I'm an Eze fan. Like, he's crap in the left wing, bro. He's not a 1v1 dribbler. He's more a central dribbler that picks up the ball on the half turn and goes past players. So unless you're going to drop your captain, you're not going to get the best out of this guy. Do you know what I mean? And he's not really known for his back post headers, bro. And that's how you lot play football. So Saka's going to be crossing that ball to the back post and no one's going to be there, bro. That's what's going to happen.
He went second striker for England and he cooked. There was one long ball he played and he like controlled it with like the upside of his boot. Like it was ridiculous, fam. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like the stuff what I would say for Arsenal, the positive I'll give them is that they don't have inventiveness in their team. They have they're too much on the control, not enough on someone who's actually going to do something and put the ball in the net.
Yeah, but that comes from their manager, though. That's not going to change.
Yeah, I'm saying, but Eze as a player, he is someone who can slap it bins. He do you know what I'm saying? He is someone who has that. It's it's about whether Arteta is going to use it.
Kill Grealish, bro. A man think that you're going to see the same Eze that you saw for Crystal Palace. You're not.
No, I don't know about that. We'll have to.
You're not going to see the same one.
You know what I'm saying? But
you're not going to see the same Eze. The Eze that plays with complete freedom to do whatever he wants, and he's the talisman of Crystal Palace. You'd be an idiot if you think you're going to see the same Eze because the system won't allow the same Eze. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make no sense. Like you will not see the same player, bro. And that's unfortunate because I'm a guy that I want to see players play. And he's not gonna be the same player. He can't be. The same way he wasn't the same player playing for England with better players when they played him on the left wing, bro. He was awful. Multiple times.
He'll be better for Gyökeres than Martinelli is, though. He'll be better for Gyökeres than Martinelli, though. I'll say that. Not that hard, but I'll say that. And
no, I hear that, bro. He's a better player than Martinelli. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, it's night and day in it. And the mad thing is, I just can't hate on this. And like you see the backhand that these men gave Spurs because I'll be honest, it was looking a bit too good to be true for Spurs. You know, the way the Paulinho, the Kudus, they beat Arsenal in pre-season. They nearly won the suit. They was very close to winning the Super Cup. Great performance. They also went and smashed Burnley. You know what I'm saying? Richarlison, Prudus doing their thing. It was all going a bit too good for them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Morgan Gibbs-White, that's just the Morgan Gibbs-White and this Eze stuff. Is it just the world realigning? Is it just the world as we know it, letting Spurs know what they are and what they will?
Yeah, but the same thing's happening to Newcastle, bro. Listen, the food chain is the food chain. Do you know what I mean? The food chain don't change. Do you know what I'm saying? Either you're a predator or you're prey, blood. Like this is how it is, and it doesn't matter how big you get. If you're a cow, you're still a cow, bro. You know them ones. You're still prey, blood. Even the biggest cow, bro. It don't matter.
This is it.
You're still prey, blood. Don't matter how hench you get, blood. It just means that there's more food for everyone. That's all it means.
Took a Kai Havertz injury. It took a Kai Havertz injury for these lot to really get off their ass. But it's happened anyways. That's why someone in the comments said, in my comment section said, Arsenal button bashed their way into a victory.
Yeah, but I hear it. They kind of did, but I don't know if they did.
I hear it because I genuinely think without that Kai Havertz injury, it wasn't gonna happen.
I don't think so, but I don't think it's gonna happen either. But like Ricken said, he's an Arsenal fan. Your striker got injured, so you signed a 10. Like it doesn't solve anything, bro. Like you've already got Noni Madueke. You just gave Trossard a new deal. You still got Martinelli. Like, what are you actually doing? Like, if they were getting rid of Trossard, yeah, which is what I think Lee was saying that they were going to sell Trossard and then they gave him a new deal. If they were going to sell Trossard and then they brought in EZE, then I'd be like, all right, cool. Because Trossard also occupies that left-hand side sometimes. But I don't understand the signing. I don't understand it. Other than just stockpiling a player that doesn't really suit the way you play anyway. Do you know what I mean? One other guy said that he's a top-tier player. He's not a top-tier player. He's a good footballer. He's not a top-tier player. There's not many top-tier players in the Prem. And if we're looking at top-tier Premier League, he's not in that top-tier Premier League. He's not. He's in the tier below that.
I already said what it is with EZE, and as I said, I'm not gonna downplay EZE as a player, but for me, I feel like he's been upsold. I think even 68 million is steep. Like I think,
yeah, but that's why I'm gassed, bro. I told you, look, 62 million for Cunha was amazing business. It was amazing business at the time. People were like, "Are they? Is it not?" 62 million for Cunha was an absolute fucking steal. Absolute steal, bro. You know what I mean? And even the Mbumo 71 is looking brilliant now.
You just got brilliant. You got like, I'm gonna be shameless and say, I'll be real, that 79 million we paid for Ekatike sounding great. I'll be honest. It's sounding great.
Bro, Ekatike's looked really good. But like, we knew he was gonna be good. But personally,
I mean, not every.
I still think you overpaid for him. Do you know what I mean? Like
that's 79 million.
All the strikers Man United got links with. I even said it just from an aesthetics point of view. Yeah, I liked him the best, even if. Do you know what I'm saying? Even if it wasn't really making sense, and he's looked good. Yeah, he's looked good in every single game I've seen him play.
Yeah. And the thing is, bro, remember he's 69 with 79 in add-ons. So it's not as mad as
it's only 10 million add-ons.
Yeah, it's 10 million add-ons, yeah. It's 69 million plus 79 in add-ons. That's why I said 70
for Ekatike. But if you got 69, you know what it is? Because he wasn't from the Premier and he weren't Prem proven.
Yeah, that's why.
You look at that. That's a lot, isn't it? Because if you
probably rather
but that's the only reason, because we paid 71 for Mbumo all in. But the reason why I don't mind a 71 all in is because I know what I'm getting from Mbumo. We didn't know what we was getting from Ekatike, and to be fair to him, yeah, bro, like he looks like he's tailor-made for this Premier League thing.
Yeah, and he doesn't even look phased. He says he needs to do better. He's even saying himself like he's better than what he's doing. He's just still getting used to it. And if this is you're still getting used to it, you're still your adaptation period, then you know what I'm saying? Like this is where this is where you have to kind of take a moment in it. You have to kind of take a moment because only 48 hours ago, I was telling Arsenal fans, we've seen Kudus go for 50. We've seen Mbuemo and Cunha go for a little bit more than that. We've even seen Morgan Gibbs White's price probably would have been that 60 as well. You know what I'm saying? We saw Semenyo before he signed his contract was looking at around high 60s. But you decided to opt for 50 million for Madueke and now you're refusing to put up the 30 for EZE. That is incompetence at the highest level. The highest level of incompetence. You know what I'm saying? I probably missed another signing in there as well. Probably João Pedro for 40. But do you know what I'm saying? That and then do you know what? For them to turn around and get it done, this is where I'm crediting Arsenal, and not so much because of how I think EZE is going to be utilized, but because
how quickly they got the deal done.
Yeah, bro. And this is why I said, Rants, that I don't believe in this whole Arsenal either ain't got the money or you know, there's all these discrepancies, all these other variables that are involved. You've seen, and we spoke about this, Rants, about 4 weeks ago, when Arsenal want to get something done, I promise you they'll get it done at the speed of light. I promise you they can. Because look at EZE. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but also, I can't lie. With the EZE situation, though,
I know he wanted to go there.
Arsenal knew that EZE wanted to play for them, and they probably had agreed personal terms previously. So with that in mind, it was an easy deal for Arsenal to do because they knew where the player stood. You know them, so it was easy to go straight to Palace and say, yo, look, here's the money, because the money's always been the same. Like, they've always wanted the 68 million, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? It's one of these scores, isn't it?
They never changed, bro. And they haven't sold yet either, because they don't sell, because they're crap at selling. They ain't sold nothing either. You know what I'm saying? So, I just think we got to take a minute. We got to take a minute for the Spurs fans because see them man there.
Yeah,
I promise you right now. You
man have gone
see
through it,
Tobes.
bro.
You see Tobes. Yeah. You see the Tyrese Gibson impression he was doing was a Mazza, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It was a Mazza. You know when Tyrese is going, ah! You know when Tyrese is going mad? Is it baby boy or is it in that, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Is it baby? Yeah.
Bro. Unless you're talking about the interview, blood, when he's talking about his gal when he's crying, blood.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, bro, because Tyrese has had a few meltdowns.
Bro, he's had a few meltdowns, bro. Tyrese, they were calling Tobes Terry Crews, fam. It was dark, bro. Hey. It is dark, bro. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Jason knows still. But like, this is where I feel like with them man there, I can't tell you, Rants, how vexed I'd be at my board and my club, and like I don't care. Like even beating City on the weekend, it wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't be enough for me. It wouldn't be enough because what Eze would have done for Spurs, I cannot tell you how much it would have worked for Spurs.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It would have been the better move for him career-wise to go there. He would have got the freedom. He would have been able to play in the 10. He could have done the maestro thing. And Madders is injured. Do you know what I'm saying? So he would have been like the savior coming in. Do you know what I'm saying? With Maddison being out injured. That was the right career move. Do you know what I'm saying? It was. And the way that Thomas Frank sets up as well, like it would have just made way more sense in it. But at the end of the day, the food chain is the way it is for a reason, bro. Like Arsenal are a bigger club than Spurs. And he's got previous with Arsenal. So Spurs could not compete, bro.
It's true. Listen, I say it, man. Like football is just a funny old sport. And this transfer window is probably gonna go down for the ages. Do you know what I'm saying? I just didn't see this coming. Like, don't get me wrong.
Nobody did.
We knew it was more Arsenal being Arsenal rather than Eze winning Spurs over Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying? It's Arsenal being Arsenal. But
no, I'd say it was Spurs being Spurs. Spurs took too long to get the deal done.
And Spurs as well. But the fact that, and I know, you see when it comes to, you know when Eze gets unveiled, you know he's going to do it was always Arsenal.
Yeah, of course. You know it is. You know, because it's the only right thing to say.
Yeah, like, you know, bar for bar, it was always Arsenal. And he's going to shrug his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? He's going to shrug his, even Fabrizio, he used the picture of Eze going like this against Spurs.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. He would have been one of the guys that told us that the deal to Tottenham was done as well. So
yeah, you see that expressions, Pat. I know everyone's talking on that one as well. I know your brother's probably seething. I haven't actually watched anything today. I haven't watched anything.
I've been out, so I haven't watched nothing. But obviously, I know my brother crashed out. You know,
yeah, he's seething. Like, I think even as a football fan, you gotta just be like, fucking hell. You're like, bro, could you imagine Man City doing that to you? Could you imagine?
Nah,
no,
bro.
you can't imagine it though. But you can't.
I can't.
Because you can't fathom it. You can't. Yeah. I can't. Can you imagine Everton? Bro, you can't. You can't, bro. Even on the Liverpool Man U thing, you can't.
Yeah, no, but that's because like my team's actually got a bit about them. You know them, and this is what it is. So I just couldn't see it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I couldn't see it, bro.
Like that. This is the thing, bro. You can't let these things happen. And the thing is, like, remember, football's social media orientated now. So you think the whole footballing world ain't laughing at Spurs, including actual players?
Oh, everyone's laughing, bro. You know what I mean? I'll be real. Everyone is actually laughing, bro. And the thing is, it's like them man have got something to be smug about as well. The Arsenal lot. You know what I mean? They're everywhere now. You know what I mean? The transfer dopamine, they're in everyone's chats now. You know what I'm saying?
If Eze scores against Spurs,
it's nasty, bro.
Yeah, man.
There is a prop. Do you know what I'm saying? So, nah, bro. Listen, I'm looking forward. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how Arteta uses him. You know what I mean? I'm just intrigued, innit? Because I don't trust Arteta to get the best out of him anyway. So, do you know what I mean? Some Arsenal fans are saying that he ruined Saka and he ruined Martinelli already. So it's just one of those things. And then you look at someone like Ethan as well, very talented player. manager doesn't even use him. So it's one of them ones where I don't really have faith in Arteta really doing anything with Eze.
And then what happens
If
to
I was
money?
Eze, I would have been looking. I would have been looking at the players, the quote unquote flair players, and seeing how they regressed under this manager, and definitely not signing. So it's just one of those things.
As you said, sentiment. But if you look at, I don't know, you look at the wingers. They said how the wingers have like regressed, kind of, especially in the way that they play.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think Eze, like again, you even look at Noni. What happens to Noni? What happens to Noni? Noni was looking like the starting left winger going forward. He's probably been told he's going to be the starting left winger. By the way, he's probably been told that.
Yeah,
but I'll tell her, you're going to start on the left wing. You know what I'm saying? Now, what happens to Noni? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure Noni didn't go from Chelsea playing 42 games last season to Arsenal to play less games for 52 million. Like,
message signing Eze is the same as signing no one. It makes no difference to our season, our attack being lopsided and all coming from the right hand side every time. It's still gonna happen. Yeah, you're still gonna play free Saka. Saka's still the main guy, but I'll be honest. I had Arsenal this year finishing third or fourth, and signing Eze means that they still finish third or fourth to me. So you're right. In my opinion, it doesn't change anything about their season. Like, not a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Except you lot gonna, you know what I'm saying? You lot gonna have some sick pictures, you know, them ones there. Like, they can recreate the Noni, Saka, and Eze picture from the England camp. That's about it. You know what I mean? A few more pictures, and you got one more black brother to model your tracksuits. That's about it. That's about it. It's the same thing. I'll be honest, it doesn't change their season, but it's good for the fans because it gives them a bit of dopamine. But the honest truth is that you're no closer to winning anything. Closer to winning it.
Like, it's interesting because a lot of the Arsenal fans believe that this signing has changed things, and now they're currently better than Liverpool and more balanced than City and Liverpool.
More balanced by signing a player that doesn't fit into how you play. Yeah, makes sense. You know what I mean? Well, Monts, it's just one of them things where it's like when it comes to these players, I try and be as balanced as possible in it. But the truth is, I just don't rate that football club in it. Everyone knows it's not even a hate thing. It's like it's a lack of respect. Bro, I respect winners in it, and this is what it is. And this is why, as much as I don't like Liverpool, like, they're winners. So it's like my disdain for Liverpool comes from the fact that there's respect there as well, and it goes both ways. Like, Liverpool don't like us, but they respect, man. They have to. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, man, are talking about 20 and 21, because that's what a real rivalry looks like. Do you know what I mean? It's built on fucking success for both teams. When I'm looking at Arsenal, it's like, bro, you don't win nothing. So it's like, when man saying I'm not hate, bruv. What is there to hate, blood? You fail all the time, bruv. You're amusement to me. Do you know what I mean? It's not hate, bruv. You're entertainment. Do you see what I'm saying? So it can't be hate. So when my man's gone there, I'm looking at them and I'm like, you're still no closer to winning nothing. This is the reality. Like, Eze doesn't win you the league. He doesn't. Because he's not that good. Do you know what I'm saying? There's not one player in the world that's good enough to win Arsenal the league on their own. So Eze doesn't do anything. You see what I'm saying? Like, if they did sign, like, who the fuck do I rate like that as a striker right now? Everyone's talking about Isak. If they signed Isak instead of Gyökeres, in the summer, they would have been closer to winning the league.
I'd say they'd win the league if they signed Isak.
I'd say they'll be closer to winning the league. Do you know what I'm saying? Or if they signed Rodrigo instead of Eze and they signed Isak, then I'm like, right. Like, these men are closer to winning the league. Like, this is a real upgrade. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Eze going in there, and it's like, yeah, he's a good player, but the way you play, he might as well just be any guy. Like, he might as well just be anyone. Because you're not going to give him the tools to be successful.
And he's a mavericky type player. He's a mavericky type player. And we kind of know how those players bowled under Arteta. So is Arteta going to give him the freedom to be a maverick? Or is he going to make him kind of hug the ball on the left, cut in, and play the back post cross to Gyökeres and just keep doing it until it stops working, and then still does it even though it's not working? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Is that
bro. So this is what it is. So when man are saying, "Oh, right, Rants is hate," bro, I'm not hating, bro. Like I like Eze as a footballer, but people turning around saying he's a top player and all these things. He's not. He's just a very good Premier League player, and there's nothing wrong with that. You see what I'm saying? Like we paid 62 million for Cunha. I don't believe Eze is a better footballer than Cunha. I don't know anyone that doesn't support Arsenal that believes he is either. So it's just one of those things. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know their numbers in comparison because numbers are irrelevant in this conversation. Like when man's watching Crystal Palace, there was a clear difference in level between Elise and Eze. I think we can all agree that. It was very visible. And one of them's at Bayern Munich. Like one of them's an elite player, and one of them is below elite, but still a very good player. That's just it. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. Eze is very good, but he's not on Elise's level. So it's just one of them ones.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I think.
He's a very good player, but that's all he is. But let's not try and make it out that you man signed a generational talent. Like you didn't. Like
I think it's their first for a Maverick.
Brother, Eze ain't better than Cunha, bro. Like at what, bro? A Zonto or something? Because not football. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what are you talking about?
For me,
absolutely not.
Yeah, no, Cunha's got better numbers for those who did want to know. Like Cunha does have better numbers.
I don't know the numbers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Don, blood. Don's got all the numbers in his back pocket. You know them ones, but I don't know.
Don has numbers without context that don't matter. He'll tell you Mudryk scored in the academy when he was 3 years of age, and therefore he's got the potential to wow everyone if he continues going on the trajectory that never actually gets reached. Like when Don talks about numbers, he removes the context. That's even though I made the extreme. That's what it is. You don't laugh in the chat. That's what it is, though. Man, I'll tell you about how successful man's take-ons are, knowing how shit he is in the final third, but still.
Well, that's what man done with Gittins, bro. It's like, bro, man will take on 3 players and then run it out for a throw, and man forgot the last bit. Do you know what I'm saying?
But because he has a Chelsea shirt on, he'll use the positive and ignore the negative until the negative hits you in the face for 2 years, like what Noni done. The negative in terms of not being good enough in the final third hit him in the face for 2 years, and now he says, you know what? Yeah, he's not good enough in the final third, even though he's so good at 1v1s. You know what I'm saying? That's why he called him a 1v1 demon. Doku's a 1v1 demon. What are we doing here? Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, there's just a massive difference. So, you know what it is with some people, they'll give their own players an allowance rather than other players an allowance. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta keep it. You gotta keep it 100 with your own players, and I don't think a lot of people would do that. And that's fine because we're football fans. We support our team, so there's naturally going to be a bias either way. But some people's biases are bearable, and other people's biases are literally like.
No, but bro, you're allowed to have biases, but
of course.
First and foremost, you have to acknowledge them. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't acknowledge them, then you're fucking deluded, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can acknowledge your biases, bro.
Delusion. But Don does have a Chelsea delusion as much as I love him to bits. He's like,
but the thing is, it's like I can understand, for instance, I can understand certain people's biases, for players that play for their team if their team's successful. Because then they'll turn around and say, well, Jordan Henderson won the league, won the Champions League and all of that. So man will say Henderson's better than insert other midfielder that he's not better than because he won XYZ. Even though that logic doesn't make sense, I still understand it. Do you know what I'm saying?
The bias of why
I still understand the bias because your team is the best team in the country and the best team in Europe at the moment. So if you think you got the best midfield in the world, then maybe you do. Do you know what I mean? Even though football don't work like that, like I hear that. I completely understand that. Do you know what I mean? But when your team don't win anything, but all your players are better than everyone else's players, then why are we not trying to get this manager out? Why are we not trying to get the manager out? Because you got the best striker, you got the best right winger, you got the best left winger now. Do you know what I'm saying? You got the best midfielder, Zubimendi, the best other midfielder, Declan Rice, fucking Odegaard, the most creative player in the league. You got the best centre-back partnership. Do you know what I'm saying? So you got the best of everything, but you don't win nothing. So who's getting sacked? Who are you sacking then? Because bro, the maths are not mathing to me.
There you go.
Do you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Like it's all a bit mad. Like, and this is my thing. So it's like, bro, where do we draw the line?
No,
Where do we draw the line? You got the best of everything, but you've won nothing.
No, I got my biases. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we all do, but yeah, you just got to learn to acknowledge it. I don't think they acknowledge their biases a lot of the time. And some do, by the way. It's not everyone. Some do. Everyone's a bit different. But that's where I say, that's where, as I said, I feel like it depends how well your team is doing and what they're winning for you to how as you said,
if your team's winning, I can more understand it. I can more accept it. But when your team's not winning, yeah, the chat shouldn't be so loud.
It's been like that for years for them, man, though, man. It's been like that for years. I've seen these man in 8th talking about their front three is going to be better than Mane, Firmino, and Salah when it had Lacazette, Pepe, and Aubameyang. Remember that one?
That's what I'm saying. Look at this. Eze won Palace at FA Cup, but Cunha's better. Eze didn't win Palace and FA Cup. Eze was in a better Crystal Palace team. You have a lot better players than Wolves. What are you talking about? Yeah. Won them at FA Cup.
Eze was wicked in there, was instrumental in the cup.
So what?
No, that's big.
He didn't win them.
It doesn't make him better than
but man are gonna like Mateta don't exist. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And all them other man there, don't exist.
It don't make you better than said player when it comes to certain arguments, but it's obviously as you said,
don't exist. Wharton don't exist. All these men don't exist. What are you talking about?
It's like what you just said, because he's won something. Now they can use that bias, like we literally.
But this is what you see. But see what I'm saying. Man are gonna use the trophy bias, bro, with their manager that's already won a European trophy. That Arteta ain't won.
Yeah, I think someone in the chat said that amongst your bias for Trent, But again, Trent completed football at 22, so I think my bias is warranted. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, I hear the Trent bias, but your Trent bias is gonna be there because you are winning stuff. I get it. You know them. He was part of one of your most successful teams in recent history.
Not no passenger thing as well. So you know what I'm saying. So for me, that's why I'm not gonna argue certain man down in certain situations. It's as you said, if they're winning, you know what I'm saying. But even so, like, listen, we'll see how Eze gets utilized. I said the way I saw Spurs perform against you guys, Arsenal perform against you guys on the weekend, I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed at all. I thought they were rubbish. One thing I'll say about Arsenal is that them still being able to beat you while being that rubbish is the only thing. It's something that they'll probably take from the game. I'm only saying that as well because, like, again, we played Bournemouth and we was rubbish. I thought it was rubbish.
No, but you know what it is though, Monts? The one thing I'd say though, there's ways to win a football match. You know what I'm saying? I've watched Man United play badly, yeah, like many times, especially like not in recent times. I'm talking about in our heyday when we were great, yeah. I see us play badly, yeah, but I see like one great attack, moments of individual brilliance. We lost because of a fucking set piece from a mistake we made, innit? Yeah. Like, there's not a lot of confidence as a manager that I would take out of my team winning a game like that, other than we are fucking lucky. Like, there's nothing else to take from the game.
Yeah,
you were lucky because we fucked up. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you defended deep here and you hit us on the break and it was a really good, well-worked goal. Do you know what I mean? And then you said, you know, we showed a bit of quality. They showed zero quality in the game. So there's nothing positive to take from it. Do you know what I'm saying?
That was more like Liverpool's game. For large parts of that game, were underwhelming. But if you actually look at all four of our goals individually, were very good goals. Maybe the first one was more luck about it. The first goal had a little bit of luck. But Gakpo's goal, very well worked. Salah's goal, very good individual goal. You look at who scored the third one? EZE, very well-timed volley. Like that's a very good finish. Like the ball's coming over, comes in quite quickly, puts it in the only place he can put it. You know what I'm saying? So that, like, my positives that I took from the Bournemouth game was that when we actually turned it on, we turned it on and we scored 4 goals in a bad performance. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, what more can I say? You scored 4 goals and we played shit. You know what I'm saying? So what happens when it clicks? You see what I'm saying? So that's what I took away from my game. You know what I'm saying? That's what I took away. Even though there was negatives that we know we're going to have to work on. Even though, as I said, I didn't say there was any positives for Arsenal to take. I said the positive is that they can play shit and have 0 moments and still win a game, which means they're always in the game. For me, when I look at Man United, and I said, I don't think I said this to you. I'm not sure if I said this to you, but I said it to Cass, and I think I said it to Corey. I said, you guys have made improvements in it. I was actually quite impressed with what I saw, apart from before the substitution.
One game, but based on that one game, we've made big improvements in a very short space of time.
Before the subs, though, I think when the subs come on, it kind of hampered you a little bit. The game when
it was Ugarte, but I hear
because he's trash. But you got like, when I looked at it, I always said Bayende, Onana, all that hard work that you lot are putting in is just gonna get undone by a fuck up that should have been changed, that should have been sorted, that should have been ruthless. The ruthlessness that should have been made, because at the end of the day, as attackers, you know how I've had a shit keeper in my team before, bro. Yeah, when you're busting a gut, scoring screamers or well worked goals, or
you got carriers, blood. You know,
you're missing. Like, imagine you're peppering the team, but the ball's not quite going in. You're peppering. It's liquid football. Their keeper's having a blinder, and then they go down the other end one time, and the keeper makes a monumental fuck up. Do you know the evils? The evils, and I don't believe in blaming. I don't believe in blaming blaming everything on the goalkeeper. I'm not a strong believer in that, because at the end of the day, they're the last line of defense. But when it's a fuck up like the one that we saw in that game, in a game of that magnitude, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to. It must be so annoying where having a goalkeeper relegates you to a team that is just so beatable, regardless of the context of the game. You can't have a problem in your team that eradicates context, because that's how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? The context of the game don't matter, because you'll find yourself 1-0 down when you dominated, and you man are still gelling. So you can't really put money on you man going and scoring 2-3 goals in the next half. You lot aren't like that yet. You need a few more games. You need a few more. Yeah, let the guys gel. Let Sesko bed in. Let him get warm, and then you man can start really banging in the goals the way we saw Cunha and Bremo do it for their previous clubs, and Sesko if he gets warm. Xerxes,
but I don't think we're that far away from scoring loads of goals once. I don't, bro.
Even then, the goalkeeper can still fuck you up. Even then, so
I hear all of that. But at the end of the day, like, people need to understand that defense is the best. No, attack is the best form of defense, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, and also as a goalkeeper, there's more pressure on you and you're more nervous when you know that your team can't score, bro. Because as soon as you concede, you're like, fuck, we've lost now. Do you know what I'm saying? When you're a goalkeeper and you got confidence in your attack, and you know that your attack can score 2-3 goals a game, you know that as long as you concede 1 goal maximum a game, you probably still win. Do you know what I'm saying? So it works both ways, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if your attackers are scoring goals, it takes pressure off the goalkeeper.
It does take pressure, but it's not even just about, like, it's not even the pressure aspects for me, or even like the losing games. It's gonna draw you games, and it's gonna get you knocked out of cups. But see, that's the thing though. We actually do all right in cups, and this is why, even like when I'm looking at it, like, I can't stand Onana, but bro, if we start scoring goals, Onana becomes way less of a problem, bro. Like, because bro, Edison makes mistakes, but when Edison makes mistakes, it doesn't usually cost City the game. That's the difference. Yeah, because they're minimalized.
They can score goals.
They can score goals, but they also, their level of control in the game, like, it's very, they minimalize the opportunities you get to actually. Yeah,
but that's what we did against Arsenal, though.
You did.
We just conceded from the piece, but we minimized all of their chances, bro. We had all of the ball.
But Edison's bozo level is like, you'll catch him, you'll catch him every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then you'll catch him.
I don't know. Every game he has a Neuer moment. He does, blood.
He does. But again, it's not as highlighted. Yes, because City score goals, but he also pulls off blinding saves, and he does a lot more for the team. Like, he's a net positive rather than net negative for City because of what he provides. Onana, for as good as he is as his feet, arguably one of the best. you don't see him utilize that because he still hits them off the pitch. He still overhits them. He still underhits them. For someone who's the fact that you man have a right back and goal, and you have an inverted right back and goal. That's what I generally believe. Onana is an inverted right back, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. And when you look at Onana's mistake rate, for me, like he's almost 1 in 1, where Edison's like 1 in 3. Like when it's 1 in 1, as I said, yes, you will score goals eventually. As I said, you lot will get warm and you'll score goals. I don't doubt that because you now have too much quality to not score goals. But if you have a day like how you had against Arsenal, or fuck all that, their goalkeeper might just be having a good day, or their defense might just be having a good day. Remember, in the Prem, you man are now going to start facing more low blocks because you're better. You're a better team now. You know what I'm saying? But that should be better for us.
But that should be better for us in terms of controlling the game. When you play against low blocks like City do a lot of the time, it's easier to control the game because all the players are behind the ball. It's easier to have control that way. So in football, yeah, everything's connected, bro. Like even the fact that you're talking about Karius, yeah, you got to a Champions League final.
Yeah. No, it's not the be all and end all. But
you got to the Champions League final with a shit keeper like that. Chelsea got to the Conference League final and finished in the top 4 with a shit keeper. Like people are overstating, yeah, how much Onana is costing us, yeah, because the team itself is not functioning, bruv. This is the reality. The team itself ain't functioning. So Onana's the easy scapegoat.
He is. But we're just talking. I'm just talking solely like, and it's not just him. It's him and Bayende because Bayende's not ready in it. He's just not ready. That's just the bottom line. Yeah. Like I'm just saying, where Man United want to go and for what's going on, Arsenal versus Man United epitomizes everything that I personally said about why having a goalkeeper who has an abundance of brain farts will fuck you lot up in key moments. Because at the end of the day, you lot deserve the minimum a draw from that game. Minimum a draw. And the worst thing is, Bayende is actually his distribution was actually very good in the game. Distribution wise, he's done his thing. I don't think Bayende actually had a bad performance.
He didn't. He just made one mistake at a crucial moment. He wasn't bad in the game.
He just made one mistake. But unfortunately, it just adds to the long list of mistakes that you man have had to sit there since, I'd say, the last 3 years? Because even David De Gea's last season, even the season before that, there was mistakes in De Gea as well. You know what I'm saying? But again,
but even before that, when there wasn't mistakes in De Gea and he was making all them saves, what were we winning?
I couldn't tell you.
Well, there you go. So this is the point I'm trying to make. Like everyone is overstating, this goalkeeper situation, bro. They're overstating it. Of course, you need a reliable goalkeeper, but at the same time, if you have a really, really good goalkeeper and your team's still not functional, you're still gonna lose games, bruv. Do you know what I mean? I've seen De Gea make 12, 13, 14 saves in a game. Do you know what I'm saying? And everyone's talking about how well we played, but we lost, bro.
I hear your overstate argument, but let me put it this way. No matter what level your team is at, so we're talking complete, semi-complete, rebuild, and shit. A bad goalkeeper in any of those teams is going to stop you from, is ultimately going to stop you, whether it's in the final, semi-final, top 4, European place. That goalkeeper is going to send vibrations of uncertainty to everyone on that pitch. Because at the end of the day, even though if the attack brings positivity and you know you're not going to score goals, eventually it's going to iron out and even out and stop you from doing things that you're supposed to be doing to the level of if you had a competent goalkeeper. Because remember, I'm not saying you need to have a top goalkeeper. I'm saying you need to have a competent goalkeeper.
I understand that. I completely understand that, bro. But even competent goalkeepers make mistakes.
They do.
I wouldn't say that Bayende is not a competent goalkeeper. I would just say that he's not a very good goalkeeper. He's just a basic keeper that makes mistakes. But most keepers make mistakes. And this is facts. Attacks win you games most of the time, bro. Do you know what I mean? Your defense and your goalkeeper is going to win you titles, bro. They are most of the time. But you should be able to win games. If you're a team that knows that you can score 2-3 goals every game, you're going to win most of your games. Because, bro, we're not conceding 3 goals every game, or even 2 goals every game. Like, I don't remember the last time United conceded. They said United hadn't conceded 2 against Arsenal at Old Trafford since fucking nearly a decade ago. And that it's not like we're shipping 2-3 goals a game. Like, we're not really.
It doesn't need to be, and of course, but you lot weren't scoring goals either. It won't be as bad this year because they're going to score more goals. But having a bad goalkeeper does send uncertainty in your back line, and your back line is not a back line that's been together for 6 years and knows the trade, and they just kind of, you know when your back line knows what they got to do to protect the goalkeeper. You know what I'm saying? They want to know that they got their insurance.
That's it. It's 1.1 goals a game we're conceding. So
yeah, so with Arsenal, so as I said, with Man United, you lot, as I said, you'll be okay, but you're gonna get let down in moments. You're gonna get let down in moments, and it just needs to be solved very quickly, because at the end of the day, your team,
it can get solved by scoring more goals, Monts. But we're averaging conceding 1.1 goals a game, yeah. If we score 2 goals a game, that fixes it. That 100% fixes it, because Man United scored damage. Man United scored less than 2 goals a game, because we never got 70. We never got 70 odd goals. We got like 50 something. You know them, man. So if we're scoring 50 something goals, if we score 70 goals, then all of a sudden the goalkeeper's mistakes, we're not talking about them now.
No,
you know what I mean? I think people are oversimplifying the goalkeeping mistakes because we're not scoring goals. 44 goals. That's 1 goal a game.
You eradicate the goalkeeper problem, then wherever you are this is the actual level that you could be. The actual level. You eradicate that. I think the goalkeeper is a bigger problem than you're making it out to be.
I don't. Because at the end of the day, Monts, goals win games, innit?
Yeah,
so if the team is struggling to score goals, then what? The 1-0 losses. Well, all right, cool. 1-0 loss from a mistake. Or say we lose 3-1, the keeper's made 1 mistake. There's still 2 other goals we conceded and we still scored the 1 goal, bro. We're not scoring enough goals. This is the point. Like, that is the point. That is the long and short of it, bro. If Man United are averaging just over 1 goal a game, yeah, for the season, that's why you are where you are, bro. That's why you are where you are. Because there's teams that, bro, like the amount of goals we're scoring, that's bottom half of the table number goals, bro. You know what I mean? The reason why teams that come up don't really stay up is because they don't score enough goals.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but the latest example that we got this season, I know it's only 1 game, is the example of that dumb mistake costing you 3 points when the minimum you should have walked away with was 1. That's my point as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you will score more goals going forward, and it won't be as big as an issue going forward. But where you eventually want to get back to, neither of these men can be in goal for Man United. You know what I'm saying? Especially from where you want to get back to. You know what I'm saying? It won't be highlighted as much.
I hear, but my point is we're not there now. So we could talk about where we want to get back to, yeah? Manchester United, if they want to improve, all they need to do, yeah, is score 25 more goals this season. That's it. And automatically, we fly up the table, with or without these bozo goalkeepers. Because we scored 44 last year. So if you change the 44 into 70, do you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, your league finish is going to be miles higher, regardless of bozo mistakes and all these other things. And it's easier to score more goals with the players that we got.
Lightning Gamer saying we also failed to score. No, Raya stopped you from scoring. And what was he? A goalkeeper. You know what I'm saying? Raya had a blinder. He had a wicked game. And that's a goalkeeper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, yes, I know you goalkeeper,
but our goalkeeper and our defense is not the reason why, really, we didn't get the win. It's the reason why. It's the reason why we lost. Do you know what I mean? But we would have got a draw because we didn't score. We had enough of the ball and we created enough chances, to beat Arsenal and to beat them comfortably if we scored goals. But we don't score goals at the moment. No one's talking about the mistake if we win that game 2-1.
You'll get goals eventually.
Well, exactly, but that's what I'm saying. We will get goals. I believe it's a matter of time, and I believe we'll get goals soon. I don't think it's going to take a while for it to click for us because we got too many good players.
But at every level, as I said, like a goalkeeper can be the difference between wins and draws turn into draws and losses. You know what I'm saying? Suddenly a game that you should have lost becomes a draw. A game that you should have drawn becomes a win. You know? And even though you can't shoot from one place to you can't go from 15th to like maybe second or whatever. Of course, fair enough, innit? But I think the amount, maybe it's because of the amount of mistakes I've seen. And
oh
yes,
yeah, listen, Onana makes an obscene amount of mistakes.
Like, yeah, it's
he makes an obscene amount of mistakes.
And he keeps apologizing.
More than what's acceptable. Do you know what I'm saying? More than what's acceptable. But at the same time, yeah, if you don't want a goalkeeper to make mistakes, give him less work. How do you give him less work, bro? By defending better. We get exposed to way too many shots because teams bypass our midfield because structurally we're not set up well. We're not set up well structurally, bro. You know what I'm saying? So teams get shots, bro. And actually against Arsenal, there wasn't too many. And that's why it's annoying, the set piece, because they didn't have anything. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why it's frustrating. So in moments like that, it's more frustrating. But when we lose a game and we concede 4 goals and one of them was an anonymous mistake, we still conceded another 3 goals that we shouldn't have conceded. So yeah, I still think our problem is more structural than personnel. And they're both a problem. But I'm saying, yeah, that Onana's the problem, but Onana's a problem maybe 40% or 30%. And the other 60 to 70 is how we're set up and the fact that we can't score.
That's a big percentage for one player, though. That's a big percentage.
Of course it is. No, because but it has to be because he's the guy in between the sticks.
Yeah. It's your last line of defense. And also, I say, if you lot don't concede that goal, you lot were able to open Arsenal up when they were sitting deep.
Nah, if we don't concede that goal, it's still 0-0.
No, I think Arsenal come out.
They're not coming out. They was happy to leave with a point before the game. They was never coming out.
I think they would have came out.
They was never coming out. Coming out for what? Bro, they didn't set up to win that game, bro, from the start. You saw it. Before they scored, they didn't look like they wanted to score. They didn't want to score. Like, it would have been 0-0. They would have taken their point and said, first day of the season, good point at Old Trafford. We keep it moving. Do you know what I'm saying? We were never going to open these guys up. We could have played for 900 minutes. We weren't scoring that game. The one chance that we had was the header from Mbumo that the goalkeeper made a really good save. Other than that, it was little half chances that our players were just creating on their own. There was nothing else. So we didn't look like scoring. We didn't look like scoring at all, but neither did they. And that's the only positive I could take out of it. We almost nullified them in every way, and we actually kept the ball. We thought that they were going to have it. We thought they were going to have it. Do you know what I'm saying? Man said if they wanted to sit back, Skelly and Timbo to start. That's bollocks, mate. I'll be honest, because I thought, yo, they're playing fullbacks and they want to get forward. Calafiori and Ben White, and they were going to get forward. Bro, they didn't. Do you know what I mean? As much as I like to think that we completely changed the way that they wanted to play because we were that good, I just think they were shit as well. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to give us too much credit because I haven't seen Man United do this for more than one game. Do you know what I'm saying? So I can't sit here and say this is how we play now, because I don't know. We could be awful against Fulham. So I'm not about to sit here and say, yo, nah, this is how we play, and we just pushed them back and they couldn't get forward. Because, bro, they could have just been shit. You know them one? So I don't know. Is the honest truth. If we play the same way against Fulham and we're great, then I'm like, all right, cool. This is us. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know if it's us yet. We could have just had a good game and they had a shit game. We don't know yet. But one thing's for sure is they got out there and they were like, yo, yeah, not feeling it today. That's what it looked like. Them man weren't getting forward. They weren't getting forward at all. Them man would have taken the draw. So yeah, we just need to see. We just need to see. Man said, yeah, 30 minutes decided to close up shop. It was on Arteta. Bro, I don't think they decided to close up shop, bro. I'll be honest, the shop never opened. It never opened. I can't lie, the shop never opened. Not at one point. You know, normally in football, there's momentum and there's ebbs and flows, and sometimes one team's on top, then the other team's on top. They didn't even have a spell in the game. Not even 5 minutes. Not even a 5-minute spell where it looked like they were kind of pushing us back and we were kind of like uncertain and shaky. Like in every game, even if you're 3-0 up, there's always a little spell where it's like, yo, the other team might score, make it 3-1. And then it's like, yo, There was none of that. Like, bro, they weren't in control of the game at all at any point. Like, it's weird to see a game like that.
Bro, they got beaten up, bro. But
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. There was no momentum change. The momentum was with us from the first whistle to the final whistle, and we still couldn't score. So I'm looking at the players and saying, you, man, need to score goals. And then we're not looking at the goalkeeper like that. Because when you're at home and you're having over 20 attempts on goal and you haven't scored,
and the manager,
I'm pissed at the goalkeeper, but I'm looking at you, man, because you attackers are the ones that get paid the big money.
And the manager's going to make shit changes as well.
Yeah, these are the men on the big dough. The big dough, you know. All the highest paid players at the club are the attackers. It's Bruno, you got Mbumo, Cunha. All these men are the man on the 150s, 160s plus. Mason Mount played. He's on 200 and something grand a week. He's never a threat. Do you know what I'm saying? So when you're looking at all these players on the pitch here, and we couldn't dent Arsenal's armor, I'm looking at them. You have to. You get paid the big money because you got the big responsibility to win the games. Or else the keepers would be on the big dough. Why are the keepers on 300 bags? And that's it. Do you know what I mean? If your attackers are mashing work and they're scoring goals, then yeah, the goalkeeper's allowed to make a mistake. Your keeper's allowed to make a mistake. Our keeper can't make mistakes because our attackers are misfiring. All of them. All of them. None of them are exempt from it. So because of that, until these men start scoring goals, yeah, we can blame the goalkeepers and stuff. And yes, we do need better goalies, but we need these fuckers to start scoring.
No, you do. You do. But you know me, as I said, I'm still, you know, my opinion, man. I think you're too easy to beat, as well as the fact that you don't score goals. You're just too easy to beat. Like, but it's easy to beat everything that doesn't score. If a game is looking like a draw, you're more likely to lose because of the lack of concentration. But at the same time, you don't score, and you don't, also because of the lack of attacking threat, Monts. Yeah, like, it's both. Yeah, it's both ways.
Yeah, 100%. If you've got an attacking threat and you're an aggressive team, naturally teams get pushed back and they create less. That's why they say attack's the best form of defense, bro. And that's why Klopp's teams are always dangerous, because you didn't have the best. You didn't have the best defense a lot of the time in Klopp's time, but we knew that Liverpool were going to attack, and just keep scoring goals. That was it.
But the difference between us being good and great was when we bought in Alisson.
Yeah, of course.
When we bought in Van Dijk, we were still good. In fact, we became very good, but we just fell short. We bring in Alisson 6 months later, and it felt like everything just came together.
100%. But Alisson contributes hugely to your attacks as well, bruv.
Yes,
and so does Van Dijk.
Yeah, like Alisson. Like, I can't tell you. Like, again, Napoli away. Alisson saving the end of the group stage. That goal goes in. That goal goes in. We don't win the Champions League. You know what I'm saying? We don't even go through. You know what I'm saying? Like, all those iconic saves. I don't need to really go through Alisson's iconic saves because there's so many. But there's so many of them.
Yeah, he's a top player. He's made some great saves.
Same with De Gea. De Gea had man genuinely going, I can't be Arsenal anymore, man. I ain't even gonna.
I hear that, but De Gea's made some great saves, yeah. But the honest truth is, it's like, bro, if you're making them saves and they don't equate to man winning fucking trophies, then what does it matter, bro? You know what I mean? And the reason why we didn't win is because we weren't doing our job at the other end, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? De Gea was making all them saves, just for us to draw 1-1.
Yeah.
And this is what it is. Like, Man United's main problem, yeah, is scoring goals. That's our main problem. You know what I mean? I don't like the goalkeeper. I don't like all these things, but we're not fucking scoring. Do you know what I mean? So once we sort out the little goal scoring problem, everything's going to look better. I promise. It will. Do you know what I'm saying? It will look a lot better. But we need to score goals now. So, guys, it is what it is, yeah? I've seen that thing, that Camavinga thing. I don't believe it, innit? So I'm not really going to pay it too much mind on that. They're saying, some brothers saying that Man United are going to put in a bid for Camavinga. One, he gets injured a bit too much. And two, I think that we're still getting Belabor. So it's one of them ones where I think we're still getting him.
I still think we're getting Isak. So
man are gonna see that, but man gonna see that bomber. Like, Bruv, last week of the window when we get that Sancho bread in, when we get that Garnacho bread in, Chelsea man, hurry up. You know them one day, hurry up, run me my bread. You get me? And then we're dropping it. Trust me, Man United have got one more bomber left, 100%. They have. They absolutely have.
I think we get
You know what I'm saying? The Isak thing's funny though.
Bro, you know, how can man put out a statement, bro? Man put out a statement.
This guy is, bruv, they're not gonna let him go, you know. He played himself.
Do you know what's mad? Do you believe him that he was made promises? Do you believe what was said in his statement?
Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, it depends on what those promises were. They probably promised him they were gonna bring him in help, and then Bearman rejected him. Bearman rejected Newcastle, but that's not Newcastle's fault. They said, they probably said, we're gonna get Cunha, we're gonna get Mbumo, João Pedro, and that. They said, we're gonna bring you a super team so we can attack this Champions League.
Rants, he said the club has known my stance for a long time.
Yeah, but but bro, listen, what I'm hearing is, this brother has said to them, he wants like 300 bags. They've said to him, we can't pay you that, innit? Because of PSR, like, we can't pay you 300 bags. We can't pay you the money. Do you know what I'm saying? But what we can do is we can bring in better players around you. He's like, I want more money. And they were like, nah.
Or then, but this was probably last year.
I want to leave.
Yeah, but this was probably last year.
Yeah, it was last year. But then they're saying, you can want to leave. I want a Lamborghini, MONTS. You know them way there? But it's like, bro, you got 3 years on your contract, big man. And this is what I mean. So you can say that you want to leave, but it's not about what you want. You signed and you got 3 years left. So what are you talking about? You can want what you fucking want, mate. Do you know what I mean?
No, of course. But the bottom line is he's definitely been told that he'll be allowed to explore his options and likely leave the club if conditions are met. And Newcastle are turning around and saying, well, them conditions weren't met. Or we don't see them being met.
Also, it's not in writing anyway. So Isak's an idiot. Yeah. And also, they were saying that he had a conversation with Amanda Stavely and she's not there no more.
Yeah, that's my thing. That's my thing with Isak. And I say this not just with Isak, but I say this with Harry Kane.
Get it in writing, you Perez,
Yokeres, all of this. When you see, as I said, there's too much money in football for you, man, to be doing gentlemen's agreements. Get it in paper. You know what I'm saying? Sign a new contract, maybe. Because what's he on, 120? Sign a new contract at like 180 and then get a clause in there.
But you know what it is, yeah? They're saying that the old owners promised him more bread, and then Mitchell's come in and seen that he's got 4 years on his contract and said, what are we giving you a new deal for? Like, you got 4 years, blood, hold that. You get it? Like, bro, this is why you don't do verbal agreements. You have to get it in writing, bro. Like, when will these guys learn?
That's what I'm saying. Get that shit in writing, bro. This is what I'm trying to say. Get that shit in writing every time. Like, so I say this, like, I understand where the Newcastle fans are coming from in terms of the anguish, but at the end of the day, like, I just feel like, you know, it's not our fault that you man can't get no one. You know what I'm saying? It's not Isak's fault.
It's not your fault, but at the same time, once you understand business, if it was your player and a team was coming in and you said you can have him, but this is our valuation and we don't need to sell because we got money. So if you really want him, you'll pay that money. You would back your club stance. You wouldn't say, "Oh, just let him go because it's his dream, blood." Like, who gives a fuck? Because they're in Champions League just like you. They are. So it's not like he wants Champions League football because he's got Champions League football. He just wants to play for a better team. I understand that. But they tried to get him a better team, but no one wants to play for him. Like, so it's kind of like they're fucked now. You know what I mean? And if they let their team weaken even more by letting him go, they look real silly. This is the mad thing. I think just on principle, they have to keep him, because if they don't, it just looks horrible for them. I think that they've almost gone too far now. They have to not let him go now.
No, but Isak's gone too far now. You see, when it comes to this, like, we ain't seen statements like this. We ain't seen a face-off like this in a long time.
Yeah, but the statement wasn't that bad, innit? Like,
bro, man said, I think it's
promises were made.
Bro, man said, I think it's best if for both parties if we just part ways. Man tried to do the amicable thing.
No, I hear it. But what he's saying is he thinks it's best for me. It's not best for Newcastle because they've got a player under contract.
He said the trust is broken. He said the trust is broken and man don't want to be here no more. He said, let me leave. Man don't want to be here. Man don't want to play for you, man. As I said, Said this before, Rants. I said this before. You man promising me, you man bringing in Ramsdale and Elanga, and we just qualified for Champions League football, won our first trophy in 70 years. Let me go.
I hear all of that, but bro, it's one of them ones where the mad thing is with Isak, he's in such a weird position now because it's like if he goes Liverpool and he don't hit the ground running, he's cooked because he's made all this noise. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's moving like he's carrying Benzema. So if this bro goes Liverpool and he's not mashing he's not mashing the works. He's not doing the maddest thing, and he's struggling because, bro, mentally this is gonna take a lot out of him. This saga, like, he's not gonna get on the pitch and just be. You get me? Like, he's not gonna be.
He won't play till September.
But that's what I mean, because he hasn't even been training. So if he goes Liverpool and he don't play well, he's peaking. I can't lie, because the pressure. You know what I'm saying? I'll start getting inside his own head, bro.
Yeah, like he's, as I said, he's fuming, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. He's not in a great situation.
He's also fuming as well, but like, also get what he's saying when he says, I don't want to say defamation of character, but like, he's been made to look like a mad villain after being the hero for these people. Yeah.
No, but he's a villain.
No, he is a villain because for me, he's done certain things like training in Spain is a mad thing. But I'm saying that like he was pushed to that point. He was
no, he wasn't.
If he doesn't kick up a fuss, he ain't getting his move.
Brother, Eze's wanted to leave Crystal Palace for like 3 years, bro. And this bro has never done that.
He doesn't.
Do you know what I'm saying?
There's a difference. Eze's got 2 years left on his contract. He got two, I think 1.5/2 years left on his contract.
Yeah, now. But bro, Eze's been trying to leave. Bro, he's been linked with moving for like the last 2 years, bro.
There's a release clause in his contract, so anyone can activate that though. There's a release clause. Anyone could act. It's been there for the last 3 years. That release clause has been active for 3 years. Yeah, but the point, but just because you have a release clause, that doesn't mean, that a team, necessarily has to pay that money. But that obviously means that no negotiations need to be had. Yeah, do you see what I'm saying? Out. Like Isak don't have that, and he's saying that like the club's made it seem like man just woke up today and decided, I don't really want to play for Arsenal, for Newcastle no more. Off your pop. No, but I don't think they're making it seem like that. You know the reason why I don't agree with that is because Newcastle have not said you're not leaving. Newcastle have said there's a valuation that hasn't been met. When it's met, you can leave. So it would have been completely different if Newcastle said, "Nah, you're not for sale, bruv. I told you could leave, but you can't leave." They didn't say that. No. But with Harry Kane, Levy said he could leave and then told him he couldn't. He didn't say, "Yo, you can leave, but this is the valuation." There was no valuation. It wasn't. You're not leaving. Newcastle have not. You're not leaving. Rants, Newcastle's original stance before the mad thing happened was that he's not for sale. The conditions came in later on. That's the conditions. But they're still there though. Now, like the conditions are there now. Obviously, they need to bring in a striker. You telling me about how much money your team has paid the money in it? What are we doing? Say that again. Pay the money. You know what I mean? Liverpool man is looking like, yo, we ain't spent money for 3 years. You got all this money, pay it, bro. They want their replacement first. Pay the money. We can't. They want that. Their condition is you can still pay them the money. We can't. They don't. Yes, you can. They want the money. They want the money and their replacement. So even if that's why we got the money parked. It's documented. The money's parked. The bread is there. It's there in the document. What are we doing? They can't get a player, Rants. Why is Isak hiding in a hotel somewhere, bro? Pay the money. This man can't even walk his dogs, blood. Rants. Pay the money. Walking zebra crossings can't attract no one. They can't attract no one. Pay the money, bro. Man's hiding. He can't go outside. They can't attract no one. Man's delivering all his food, bro. No one's seen this man. No one's seen him. They need the player and they want the money. So even if we give them the money, they want their where's our player? They need to get they're dilly-dallying on Wisa. Now they're looking at Strand Larson. I ain't heard nothing about Jackson, and you man took Sesko from under their nose, and they might even lose Wisa to Spurs. Yeah. They can't get no one. They can't get no one. And that's true. Right? They wanted a marquee replacement. We took Sesko, you took Ekitike, so you man could have fucked yourself. You should have let them have Ekitike. Nah, he looks too good, man. I can't lie. Yeah, but then you died, then, innit? So, bro. Nah. Like, too bro, cold, bro. Liverpool try to play chess,
try and sign Ekatike, but bro, you signed Ekatike, which means now you might have fucked up your chance of getting Isak.
Right. This is a game
you died.
You think I'm dumb enough to put myself in a position where I don't go for Ekatike and they still tell me Isak's not for sale? You crazy?
Nah, but you should have paid the 150 anyway because the money was there.
Impossible.
The money was there. You should have signed Isak first.
No.
And then once you signed Isak, you should have said to Ekatike, hold on, brother. We're gonna spin the block. You know them ones. We're gonna spin the block, bro. Just long them out for a little bit longer. You know them.
You're chatting. There is no way we would have let them get Ekatike and then we're left. And then they just
they wasn't getting Ekatike without the bread. You
think these man can tell man we give them Ekatike or Ekatike signs for them, and then they tell us, nah, he's not for sale. Hashtag both. They go hashtag both on our Hector. Hashtag both of them on my Hector. Nah, I was leaving with something. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Sorry. Ain't no way.
That's crazy, bro. That is actually crazy, bro. What are you man talking about Ornstein, bro? What are you saying about Ornstein?
I don't know. I'm trying to find it.
What are you talking about? What, the Camavinga thing? Surely not, bro. Nah, bro. What are you talking about? That ain't happening, man. That ain't happening, bro. We're not getting Camavinga still. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's Belabor, bro. Trust me, people. Trust me, it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, don't be putting in fake shit. No way there, bro. So, yeah, man. Big up everyone inside. You already know what time it is, bro. This has been an epic show. Solid numbers all the way through, people. We've got 1,700 plus in here at the moment. But the likes are not, the ratios are not correct, people. You know what I'm saying? We had an 800 like target. We're only on 544. We need to pattern that. You know what I'm saying? So let's get these up. You know what I mean? Lee said that he's raiding from another stream. What, is Lee still live on his channel?
Yeah.
Is Lee still live on his channel, guy? The show with Lee's next.
Do these man, do you lot still want to see the clip at the end of BSB? I think
run that. Hey, big up you lot as well. My gum shields arrived as well, blood. Man got the top set gum shield, blood. You get me? But I not this brother.
Man like Endo. Man like
you get me?
What are we rants, fam?
I'm telling you.
I know you know how Endo gets the gum shield with the opposing midfielder's name on it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. This is crazy.
It's mad. Let me. I think I'll go there. There we go. Yeah.
No, we're doing it, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're doing it still.
A knockout thing.
Ready to cook. 9 o'clock. We got the face-to-face tonight as well. I ain't never met this brother, never spoken to him, nothing. So, you know what I mean? We'll see what happens, innit? If he comes in on a humble tip and he's cool, I'll be cool, brother. If he talks spicy, I'm gonna cook this you. I know that.
Yeah, you already know what it is, bro. No verbs.
We'll see. Nah, because you know what it is with a lot of the time with the Americans, especially in boxing, a lot of them they chat, blood. They do chat. You know them one. So you know what I mean? So I'm not really sure. The angle man's gonna come true on. You know them one. So
I hear it. So I got the clip up here, by the way.
That's what I mean. Man said that brother looks old. Bro, this bro's 3 years older than me, bro. It's not my fault. You know them ones there, bro. It is what it is, Jin.
You say it's not your fault he didn't have his cod liver oil.
But this is what I'm trying to say, bro. It's not my fault. You know the way there. When you look at both of us, you would never know that we was in school at the same time. Like this is the reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, man can't be upset because I look after myself. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, like the game is the game. So yeah, bro. Nah, man. Hey, you lot, make sure you subscribe as well to Big Six Rants. Yeah, the link is in the title. You already know what it is. Get these lights up, people. And yeah, we're staying here for Rants and Gunner. And then man, I got a short break, and then we've got the face off at 9 o'clock. You get me? So we still got a couple more shows, man. What you got coming up, bro?
We're live again at 7:30. You know what I'm saying? Similar panel. I'm just gonna be talking footy, man. And yeah, we're nearly at we're about 120 subs off of 22 bags. so you don't know what to do.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And obviously, by the way, this last clip is here if you want to see it as well. It's about 30 seconds long.
Yeah, run that. Yeah. Let's run that.
We'll run it as you close. But yeah, people, subscribe though, man, because yeah, man, that 22 bags is mad close, man. It's mad close. So
I man like miles, you know.
yeah, it was a crazy one. Hold on, let me.
Now the weigh-ins on Friday, guys. Today is just a face-to-face.
Bro, yeah. I was joking about this happening early in the day. Look at this guy.
Hey, what case? Oh, what case? With the Tuesdays?
Yeah.
Right. Try the Tuesdays. I got you. Still.
Yeah. You get that.
You get that? Yeah.
I don't get how Monts is
Let me get that. They got done it.
That's looking at the team.
That's too disrespectful, man. I can't lie.
You want some?
Amount.
Nah, man got the Jamaican top on as well. This is diabolical.
Wait.
All done, Sue?
Yep.
And not just with your hair. With the help of Zero accounting software, I've sorted my numbers too. So now I can
That's
take my...
diabolical, bro.
Yeah, they took the...
That's diabolical. Can't even lie, bro. Diabolical, bro.
When you lot can, I'm telling you, that 2 hour stream is gonna feed families. The way man was saying, man doing this opportunity, like, so I allow me, man. Hey, listen. I don't even like EZE, bro. Fam, I don't even know them, man. Don't even know them, that the way these were acting, bro. I'm telling you now, just go watch the thing. But you lot, like, subscribe, hit up the likes, get this to over 1K likes and that. And then, man,
you already know what time it is, people. Listen, let's get these likes up, and then obviously smash the likes on the next stream, bro. Rants and Gunner coming up, people.
Come on.